All right, y'all. So I got a funny story that I got to tell y'all this afternoon. And y'all think that I'd be pissed off by it, but I mean, well, I initially was. And when y'all hear this shit, y'all gonna be thinking, nah, this dude gotta be joking. Nah, I'm not kidding at all. But I almost got catfished by Bruce Jenner. Well, not by Bruce Jenner, but by a tranny. You know, a woman who was born male. But anyway, I'm gonna tell y'all a story about how it happened. So I was driving home one night from one of my friends' houses for one of my friends' parties, and then I get a text message out of nowhere. And then they were just like, hey. And then I was like, hi, who is this? And then the person tells me their name, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then they was like, well, I seen you at the club one of these times, and I thought you was cute. I was like, thank you. And then I was like, well, I don't remember seeing you. And then it was like, what do you look like? And then they sent me a picture, and I was like, oh, well, you know, me being the person I am, I don't like to be mean. I was like, oh, well, I guess you look all right, I guess. And then she was like, we carry on conversation for about a good 5 minutes or whatever. And then this is when it gets interesting. And then they say, well, before this conversation goes any further, I guess I should tell you that I'm a transgender. And then I said, whoa, 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 wait a minute. So that means you were born male? And then they say, yes, that's not a problem, is it? And then I say, you know, I don't want to be mean. So I say, well, I respect you telling me the truth, and I appreciate all walks of life, and I tolerate everyone. But it's just that I prefer the women that I've messed with or talked to be, you know, born women. And then she's like, oh, okay, I see. It's a problem. And then I was like, yeah, I'm sorry about that. But then they say something that gets me completely out of character, and I go full psycho mode when I hear this. And then he slash she says, whatever the hell you want to call her, him, they say, well, I'll pay for it. And then meaning she says, I'll pay for that dick. And I was like, what the fuck you mean? Like, what the hell do you think this is? If you don't get the hell out of my inbox that bullshit, I will find the dick that you used to have and then shove it down your goddamn throat. I don't know what the hell you thinking. What the hell's your problem? And that's what happened. I mean, I didn't get no single response after that. You think I was too harsh on them? I mean, like I said, you know, I like my women to be born women. But yeah, that's the story of how that happened. Now, I'm going to tell y'all this. This is not the first time this happened. This happened before, too. Well, actually, not to this degree. But when I was at the club one time, and then I bumped into somebody who I thought was a female. Well, they were, but, I mean, they used to be a male because they didn't have their penis anymore. But whatever. At least that's what they said. But nowadays, like, you can't even tell. Like, dudes really do got to be careful because a lot of these girls are not always girls, or they were not born that way because of surgery. And the thing is now, you know, there's transgenders who look more convincing than actual women, and that's the scariest area to start. But thing is, I guess the elephant in the room is if a guy has sex with a woman who was born male, does that necessarily make him gay? Well, I mean, I don't think so. I mean, yes and no, kind of, because it was born male, but it's a female. But thing is, I guess if you never know, if they never tell you, then I guess not. But, you know, it is what it is. But like I said, these days, you know, it's so convincing, like these days you can't even really tell because of surgery and all that other stuff. But yeah, but what do y'all think about